Welcome to Kids Recall. In today's video, we'll be going through the 2009 movie Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. It's time to recall. Let's get started. Turn on subtitles and spoilers ahead. The movie begins, and we see a small boy named Flint who is sitting in his class. Flint is a very creative person, and he walks in front of the class to present his project. Like most of the kids of his AKA, Flint also did not know how to tie shoelaces, so he's come up with spray-on shoes idea. He tries the shoe spray upon his feet, and his classmates start to laugh at him and ask him how he will remove the shoes. Flint tries to remove it, but he can't, and he gets embarrassed in front of everyone. After all this embarrassment, Flint runs home as it rains outside. When he gets home, his father gets really worried about his future. Flint sits alone in his room when his mother comes to him and tells him that all genius inventors had to face such issues in their lives. People can't understand their worth. Such things should not stop him. And then she gives him a lab coat. Flint loves his lab coat and he gets really happy. He then tries it on and shows his mother how he looks in it. His mother tells him that she knows that one day he will make a huge difference in the world, and she knows that the world needs him. Hearing this, Flint gets more excited and he hugs his mom. This really motivates Flint and he starts to work even harder, and as time passes, he makes many different creations, like a robot TV, a flying car, and a monkey translator. Flint has made a lot of things, and he has been unsuccessful in making something that would be a hit. He wants to do something big for his town. Swallow Falls is a small island hiding behind the letter A in Atlantic on global maps. It is famous for producing sardines, but when the rest of the world finds sardines are truly disgusting, the economy crumbles, putting the mayor at a huge loss. The people of the city now have to survive on eating sardines, which no one likes. Flint is working on a new invention that converts water into food. As he tries to activate the machine, the electricity rips. He goes to fix it and his father comes behind him and scares him. Flint's father tells him to stop wasting his time and start helping him at his shop. It's been too long and he's wasted enough time. The next day he goes with his father to his shop. As Tim works at the shop, he sees on the TV that Mayor Shelbourne is about to open a theme park, which will help them draw tourists to the city. Brent comes to the shop with two girls and he makes fun of Flint. Everyone at the shop starts to laugh at Flint. Brent leaves the shop after inviting everyone to the theme park opening. Very few people go to the inauguration of the theme park, and Flint's father is also there. Before leaving the shop, Tim told Flint that he must look after the shop as he goes to the inauguration. As soon as his father leaves, Flint grabs his invention and goes to the electric power plant with his monkey. There, a cop catches Flint and tells him that he doesn't want him to ruin the town with his new invention. Flint tricks the cop and goes into the plant. Then we see a weather news reporter, Sam, who has been recently sent to Swallow Falls to report about the mayor's theme park by her boss. The mayor invites baby Brent to cut the ribbon on the inauguration of the park. Meanwhile, Flint successfully connects his machine with the electrical power required for it to start working. The machine starts to fly into the air like a rocket as Flint holds onto it and flies with it. The machine flies straight towards the new park and demolishes it. The park also has the world's biggest sardine, which a bird grabs and flies away. All the people start to have fun in their lives, and a lot of destruction has been done because of Flint. The machine flies straight into the sky, and all the city people gather around Flint and start to embarrass him. Sam, who was covering the mayor's park on the news, is now covering the people saying bad things to Flint. Tim is also there, and he also feels embarrassed as the people of the city do not like Flint, and everyone is angry with him. Then everyone leaves, and Flint is standing there alone. He really gets sad and goes with his pet monkey to sit on the dock stairs. Sam also comes to the docks and throws the mice into the sea. She notices that Flint is also there, and they both start to act weird. Flint really likes her and even tells his pet monkey, Steve. As they talk, it starts to rain food from the sky, and Flint is really shocked. Purple cloud with thunder grows bigger and bigger in the sky. Flint gets really happy as his invention has been successful. Sam gets her big news break as she starts to report about the food rain in Swallow Falls. Everyone enjoys the food and loves what is happening to Swallow Falls. The rain stops and everyone gathers around Flint and asks him to make it happen again. Tim stops Flint and tells him that the whole incident was an accident and it wasn't natural. Flint is trying to impress Sam as he needs the story to cover for her news channel. He then requests of Tim to give him one more chance, and he agrees on one thing, that he will not mess things up again. He promises him and lets him enter his lab. Flint takes Sam and her cameraman to the lab. He shows Sam the machine that he's working and that made all this happen. And he then asks Sam if she would like to have breakfast. Sam tells him sure, and Flint makes the machine rain breakfast. The entire city is getting rained over by eggs, pancakes, and breakfast items. All the people in the city enjoy this rain, and Sam gets to cover her story. Flint walks around the city and sees how happy the people are because of him. The mayor comes to him and tells him that he must make the rain fall in the city 3 times every day, as it will be a great opportunity for the city's economy to grow. He tells him that Sam will cover the story for free and they will catch the attention of people from all over the world. He's also thinking about changing the city's name. This way, Flint also gets to be a hero and an important person in the city. Flint likes the idea and he agrees. Sam also gets famous because of the news and the city starts to get people from all over the world. Flint makes another machine, which he calls the Outsider. The Outsider's purpose is to clean the food saved from the rain and throw it outside the city, somewhere far away. Flint used it to make everyone's wish come true by making it rain what the people wanted. He was starting to be loved by all the people in the city. One day, Flint goes to Tim's shop and asks him to come to his lab with him, as he wants to show him how food was made from water. Tim tells him that all this technology work is really hard for him to understand and it's not his thing. As Flint is about to leave, Tim tells him that he can stay at the shop with him and help him out there. Flint tells him that he works with the mayor now and they had a reopening of the city next week, so he has a lot of work to do. After saying this, Flint leaves the shop. Tim is really sad when Flint leaves as he feels lonely now. The next day, the same police officer who tried to stop Flint at the power station comes to Flint and requests him. He asks him to make the next day special for his son, but Flint refuses. The officer tells him that a father always tries to prove how much they love their children. Flint gets emotional after hearing this, and he goes down to him and tells him he has a plan. The next day, the officer's son gets up, and he gets really happy as he sees his favorite ice cream everywhere. The officer gets really happy after seeing his son happy. He then gets on an ice cream slide with his son, and they both have a great time. Flint is looking at the officer and his son from a side, and he gets sad after seeing the father and the son having a good time. He realizes that he's missing his own father, as he never got to spend much time with him. Sam comes to him, and she appreciates all that he's done for the city. Flint then starts to play with the kids. Sam covers it in her reporting. She also tells that the mayor has declared that the day is Ice Cream Day, and he's inviting people from all over the world to come and enjoy themselves with them. People all over the world are watching the news, and they're tempted to go to Swallow Falls. Sam and Flint are seen going on a walk as they both talk. Sam sees a huge castle made up of jelly, and jelly is Sam's favorite. She loves it. As they go inside, everything inside is also made up of jelly. Sam and Flint start to have fun, and they start to jump around the castle. And after a while, they sit together and start to share their personal life stories. Their stories are almost the same. They both started to be attracted to each other. As Sam and Flint are about to kiss, Flint does not know how to kiss, and so he fills his mouth with air. Sam sees this and does the same. As they're about to kiss, Flint gets a call from the mayor, and their moment ends there. Flint is at a restaurant with his father, and it's raining steaks all over the place. Flint tells Tim that the mayor has asked him to cut the ribbon on the reopening of the city. Flint is really excited when he gets to the table while telling this to his father. Tim tells Flint that he thinks that all this is not natural and he must stop this before something wrong happens. Flint refuses to listen to Tim, and then Tim gets out of the table and leaves. Flint leaves the restaurant. As he walks around the city, he notices that the size of the food coming from the rain is getting bigger. Flint goes to his lab and the mayor comes there. The mayor has gotten really fat and he uses a bike to walk. Flint tries to explain to the mayor that the size of the food is getting bigger and it might be dangerous, but the mayor tells him that the bigger the size, the better for the publicity. The mayor convinces Flint in letting things run as they are running. The reopening of the city has come and people from all around the world have gathered to see it. We can feel a huge dam in the background, which is holding a lot of wood that is being thrown away by the outsider. Sam comes running to Flint and tells him to listen to her, and she opens a briefcase to show him something. Flint does not pay attention to her and goes to cut the ribbon. As he cuts the ribbon, a cyclone made of meatballs and noodles hit the city. The people get really scared and start to run. Sam covers the news, and on the other hand, Flint runs to his lab. When he gets to the lab, he sees that the mayor is messing with the machine. As he was ordering dinner, Flint tries to stop the mayor, but the machine blows up due to overload. Outside, the officer's son is stuck, and Sam's cameraman has to save him. The officer says that he thinks that the storm is over now, while Sam reports on the news that a huge food storm is about to hit the entire world. This food storm will be huge and will cause a lot of destruction. Tim finds the lab coat in his backyard, which his wife gave to Flint. He then finds Flint lying in a box. Flint has lost all hope and tells Tim that he really is useless. Flint tells him that everything is his fault, and if he would have listened to him, none of this would have happened. Tim tells Flint that when it rains, it is good to wear a coat, and he gives Flint the lab coat, then leaves. This means that he believes in his son and that he knows he can fix all this somehow. Flint gets really happy and motivated by this. Flint goes to his lab and starts to work on a new invention. This invention is a flying car. Now Sam, Flint, Brent, Steve, and the cameraman get in the car and head towards the machine in the sky. The food storm has already begun and people are again running to save their lives. The flying car also faces many issues while it flies because of the storm. As they get near the machine, they notice that a huge ball made of food is surrounding the machine. When they land on the huge food ball, they're attacked by a different kind of food. Brent even sacrifices himself to save the others. Flint is able to find the machine and he uses the shoe spray to choke it from one end. The machine blows up as Flint is still very close to it, and Sam and the others get away in the flying car. Sam starts to cry as she thinks that Flint is gone. Tim asks Sam about Flint and she tells him sorry he didn't make it. Everyone gets really sad as not all the people loved Flint despite everything. Then we see some rat birds come flying and they bring along Flint. Rat birds are also one of Flint's inventions. Everyone is really happy to see Flint and Tim hugs him as he thought he had lost his son. Sam and Flint kiss the same way they were kissing before, and at the end of the movie we see the mayor who's floating on the water and he says that this was not a good idea. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on that notification, and leave a like to help the channel out. And thank you for watching.